Now coming to the empirical formula. What is the empirical formula? Empirical formula is a formula of a compound which shows the simplest whole number ratio between the atoms of the elements in the compound. Simplest whole number ratio between the atoms of the elements in the compound, that is known as a empirical formula. Means, for example, you are having like formula C6H12O6. What is the ratio between carbon, hydrogen and oxygen? It is 6:12:6. Cancel it. It will be what? 1:2:1. You got it. So what is the ratio we got it here? 1:2:1. So the empirical formula will be what? C is 1, hydrogen is 2, oxygen is 1. So the empirical formula we got it as CH2O. Got it? In this way, it gives you the simple ratio of atoms present in the compound. So this particular one is your empirical formula. Then you may ask me, sir, what is this? It is the molecular formula. Because molecular formula is the actual formula which gives the actual number of atoms present in a given compound. It gives the actual number of atoms present in a given compound, that is known as the molecular formula. Let me give you one more example. Let me take here C6H6. Alright, then C6H6, if I take the ratio of carbon to hydrogen, 6:6. So it will be nothing but 1:1. So then what I get the empirical formula as? Empirical formula I get it as CH, because what I get the ratio 1:1. So this is your empirical formula of what? Benzene. And C6H6 is the molecular formula of benzene. This is the formula of what? Nothing but glucose. This is a molecular formula of glucose. So molecular formula is the actual formula. See, by this I said that is it's the formula of benzene. Here what I said, see, this is I said molecular formula of glucose. I gave the name of the compound, but can I give the name of the compound? Is CH means what? Is it benzene? Suppose CH2O, which compound it is? CH2O. So for that reason, empirical formula is not the actual formula. It gives the ratio of atoms present in a given compound. It gives a ratio of atoms. See here, ratio of atoms we get it. It's not the actual formula. From here we cannot tell the name of the compounds. We cannot identify the compounds. Can we identify from here? No. So hence again I repeat, empirical formula gives only the ratio of atoms present in the given compound, but molecular formula is the actual formula which gives the actual number of atoms present in a given compound. That you need to understand. It is the actual formula. How many actual atoms? Yes, glucose contains 6 carbon, 12 hydrogen, 6 oxygen. Benzene contains 6 carbon and 6 hydrogen. So this is the actual number of atoms. But here, are we getting the actual number of atoms? No, we get simply the ratio. And we cannot identify also the compound. That's it. But there are certain compounds are there where molecular and empirical formula both are same. It's the same. For example, we can say NaCl. Can we simplify it further? No, it's already 1:1. So it is both empirical and molecular formula. CH4, can we have more simple formula? No, it is 1:4 already. So in this way, it is a, what is that? It is nothing but a empirical formula as well as molecular formula. CO2, it is both empirical as well as molecular formula. So there are certain compounds, not only this, many are there. Just I am giving an example, okay? Don't think this only 3 are there. No, there are many compounds are there where the empirical and molecular formula both are same. So how do you come to know? Where you can simplify it. Like here, you can simplify it. Like suppose I am giving you this compound, C2H2. Alright, what is this? It is acetylene or ethyne, we can say that. So we can simplify this one as carbon is to hydrogen is what? 2:2. It is nothing but same thing, 1:1. So here also the empirical formula is what? CH. So CH can be C2H2 also, and CH can be also C6H6. You can see here the empirical formula for benzene also CH. Here for acetylene also we got it CH. So CH can be what? If I write CH, you can say in front of you only. Two formula I got it. It can be in terms of molecular formula, it can be acetylene, it can be benzene. So CH is not the actual formula. Again and again I am saying it. It is a ratio. It is nothing but empirical formula which only gives us the ratio of atoms present in the given compound. Got it? Is it clear? What is an empirical formula and molecular formula? How to do it? Now the question comes here, how to solve then the empirical formula and the molecular formula? How to solve the questions of empirical and molecular formula? Let me do one question. Let me solve one question. Then you will come to know. Basically, you need to, what you can do is that you need to here, that is draw a chart. You need to draw a table and you need to find it out. Alright? Yeah. So, here you write one question. A compound of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. A compound of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen contains 40% of carbon, 60% 6.7% of hydrogen and 53.3% of oxygen. 40% carbon, 6.7% of hydrogen and 53.3% of oxygen. Calculate the empirical formula of the compound. Calculate the empirical formula of the compound. If its vapor density is 30 vapor densities, calculate the molecular formula. If its vapor density is 30, calculate the molecular formula. Atomic mass of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen is given. Carbon is 12, hydrogen is 1, oxygen 16. It will be given to you. Atomic mass. Carbon 12, hydrogen 1, oxygen 16. Okay. Now, what you need to do is that you need to make a table here. For every questions on empirical molecular formula. First is element. Next, percentage composition. If instead of percentage composition mass is given, simply write mass. Mass of what? Mass of the compound, not atomic mass. Mass. Alright, I said here the percentage that oxygen this much, carbon this much, hydrogen this much. Instead of that, if mass is given, mass is 2 gram, oxygen 3 gram in this way. Then don't change that mass into percentage composition. Straight away we put the mass and do it as I am doing. For the what you can say, the method is same. Now after that, atomic weight. After atomic weight, it is RNA. RNA means not ribonucleic acid. It is relative number of atoms. Relative number of atoms. And the last is your simple ratio, SR. Simplest ratio, simple ratio. Got it? What I said? Now, next element is carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Carbon, what I said is the percentage. Carbon is 40% carbon. And hydrogen is 6.7 and this one is 53.3. Is that right? That much I said. So atomic weight is 12, hydrogen is 1, oxygen is 16. So RNA is 40 by 12, it is 6.7 by 1, it is 53.3 by 16. So this is 6.7, very easy. We can find it out. Now 40 by 12 if you do, you will be getting to be as 3.33. And this also you will be getting to be as 3.33. Already I have solved it. This one I have kept it. Now, simple ratio is you have to divide this numbers, this by the smallest one. Which is the smallest one out of this? This one is the smallest, or this is the smallest, 3.33. So 3.33 by 3.33. This will be 6.7 by 3.33, and this will be 3.33 by 3.33. You have to divide it by the smallest one, always, whichever the smallest. Alright, so here it is 1, here it is almost 2, this one is, and this is 1. Almost 2 it is, almost 2, mind it. So hence, what you get the empirical formula? Alright, you get the simplest ratio. The empirical formula you get it as EF is nothing but carbon is 1, hydrogen is 2, no? You got it, divided and we got it as 2, isn't it? And oxygen is 1. So empirical formula is CH2O. Alright? How to get the empirical formula? In this way, always. First element, percentage composition, atomic weight, relative number of atoms, simple ratio. Alright? Now, this is one part is over, empirical formula is over. Now you need to calculate the molecular formula. For that reason, what you do is that you calculate the empirical formula weight. Empirical formula weight. Carbon 12, hydrogen 2. 12 plus 2, 14. Oxygen is 16. 14 plus 16 is nothing but it will be 30. Okay. Now, vapor density is given to you in the question is 30. I have nothing to do with vapor density. I have to calculate molecular weight. Molecular weight, you know, 2 into vapor density. That is 2 into 30. It is nothing but 60. You got it? Molecular weight is nothing but 2 into vapor density. Sometimes vapor density is given, sometimes directly molecular weight is given. So no need to convert anything. Directly, you can do it. So molecular weight 2 into 30, that is 60. Now what will I do with this? I will find N. N is equal to molecular weight by empirical weight. So it is nothing but 60 by 30. Molecular weight is 60, empirical weight is 30. So you got it as 2. What will I do with 2? Molecular formula, listen here, is equal to N into empirical formula. So N is here 2. Empirical formula is CH2O. So you have to multiply 2 throughout. So what you will get? C2H4O2. Alright, what I said? 2 into empirical formula. Empirical formula is CH2O. So 2 you have to multiply throughout. So C2H4, it is 2 here. So it will become H4 and O2. C2H4O2. That is your molecular formula you got. This is the method to calculate the empirical and molecular formula. I hope you understood what is empirical and molecular formula. Thank you.